Okay, my Stream Deck doesn't seem to want to actually work with my computer.
Right.
It doesn't want to work with OBS right now. I know it's not an issue of an update because those two haven't updated since I last checked. I last updated.
Yeah, so how did the Minecraft takeover go?
I raised a grand total of $20.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's a good.
As
It's
much,
still 20 bones.
Yeah.
Anyway, it does mean
Gotta
that
take-
I now need to manually switch scenes.
Ooh.
Fudge. Wait, maybe if I restart the Stream Deck software, maybe that helps. Maybe that will help with this. Let me just push the button.
Yeah.
Come on. But hey, most of the stuff I'm working with still works.
Well, that's good.
My audio mixer still does the things it's supposed to be doing. Mostly.
Yeah.
And there's the devices. Let's see if this worked. Okay, OBS works. I just had to restart the Stream Deck software.
Ah.
I need to update some Stardew Valley.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against Elgato. Well, I've got some things against Elgato. Particularly the fact that they cannot create software for shit.
Their software can be buggy as all hell sometimes.
Yeah.
But hey,
That and I also don't really like how they kind of shifted their market from going from simply being a business selling capture cards to a business selling basically everything that could be considered essential for a streamer.
yeah, I'm using free Elgato devices here in my setup.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, alongside that, I have free Logitech things, a Marantz device, and a Yamaha device.
Yeah, what I've got in front of me is a Logitech keyboard and mouse. I've got an Elgato microphone and Elgato capture card inside my computer, and the headphones that I'm wearing right now are Sony WH-1000 XM3s. And I am considering upgrading to the XM6, but holy fuck, just holy fuck.
Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but at
It's
50%
not that-
upcharge over the XM5, I don't think it's going to be 50% better than the XM5.
Sure, they're the king of. They're currently the kings when it comes to quality. But worth that much money? No.
Yeah, and I don't even know if I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really have anything that can take advantage of it. But if I'm spending like $500 or 450, if I'm spending Switch 2 money on a pair of headphones, it better have Dolby Atmos. And as far as I'm aware, the XM6 it doesn't have Dolby Atmos.
Yep. Anyway, earlier in the week, I actually decided to just move my Switch 2 downstairs for a few days because it was just too warm up here.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've already talked a bit detailed about it in the previous Stardew Valley session, but the heat really has been insane. And with me, when I'm in my like attic room where the walls is like I won't say 60% window, let me tell you something, it gets hot in here. And I'm legitimately concerned about the piss sweat ratio of the fluids my body ejected. I would not be surprised if it was more sweat than piss.
Bro. Anyway, let's get into the game.
Yeah. Let's.
Hopefully I did have it set up properly. Now hosting a multiplayer game.
Also, the heat it wasn't really ideal for several reasons. Particularly when I was moving my components to my new case. Let me tell you something. That was, oh man, that
Woof.
yeah, and it was quite stressful too, for some reason.
Yep. Let me check the cheese. 2.
Hell yeah.
Oh, a mega bomb.
Also, I'm like trying to remember what we were up to last time because I've been playing the game in my own time.
Yeah, I saw
And
you got more stuff.
it's kind of a bit whiplash now. Not gonna lie,
Which bit?
because I basically beat the game. Not literally, but you know, I got really far
I got
to a
the
point that you know that thing the game does when if you reached max level in every skill,
Master of the Five
your
Ways.
yeah, I did that, and I reach all 5 levels, like max prestige, if you will.
Nice. When you prestige, you know shit's getting real.
Yeah. All right. How many seeds do we have at the moment? I know it's the first day of autumn.
I've got no clue. I've got no clue. I am gonna go ahead and toss this shit in here. None in here. We have mixed seeds here.
Yeah, those I wouldn't say those are worth it yet. How about you dash to Pierre's shop and get us? Let me do some quick calculations. We got
Quick
a
maths.
3x3 grid, so get us 216 pumpkin seeds.
216, are you sure?
Yeah, we've got 9 iridium sprinklers here. An iridium sprinkler carries 24.
God seed! Yes, I have just the thing for you. I'm all ears. It's a bundle of locally sourced organic heirloom veggies. These are hand-picked and sorted to ensure only the finest in quality and taste. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of offer. That sounds pretty good. Could use some quality veggies for the saloon. How much does it cost? Only... What was that? For a moment there, I thought I heard 25,000 G. That's right, it really is a bargain, isn't it? Pierre, are you crazy? There's no way I could afford that. I'd have to sell the saloon. I overheard the price. That's outrageous. You should be ashamed. Wait, how about 10,000 G then? No way. It's a disaster. I thought this was a surefire business strategy. But it turns out no one's willing to buy vegetables at a 10x price markup, even if I put a little organic sticker on them.
He should probably he should probably slap on a protein sticker.
You should be less greedy. right?
I think you win some, you lose some is the more appropriate response here.
You win some, you lose some. You're right, you can't run a business without taking some risk. By the way, you look like you could really use a veggie dinner tonight. What do you say? Want to buy these back for the low, low prices? 2501G? Pierre!
Oh, by the way, you know how I said 216?
What?
Make that 532.
Pumpkins?
Yeah.
532. Got it.
Yep.
Here goes the money! Fuck.
You may even want to get an additional 216.
Oh, good. Let me just do... Okay.
Yeah, I really lost the plot here.
I've got 750 pumpkin seeds in here.
Okay. Yeah, that should be enough.
I like it when there's a nice round number.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably gonna land with some leftovers, but I mean, who cares, right?
So be it.
Yeah.
But fuck it, that's why. Anyway, time for me to start planting.
Yep. Oh yeah, so should probably let you know that right now the boy's over here for a few weeks.
Ah. So you need me
He
for GTA or something?
Hmm?
You need me for GTA or something?
Oh no, just letting you know. We just had to make a brief stop at MediaMarkt because guess what? He forgot to take his monitor stand with him, and
Nicely
he
done.
was really worried that well, I mean he technically has a monitor here, but it's there's a reason we upgraded him, and I do think he likes to just use his own stuff. But yeah, he saw that the monitor stands, like all monitors, had proprietary stands. So I gave him a brief explanation on
The VESA
VESA,
standard. Yep.
and now we have a we built a we installed a monitor arm in his room.
I should also probably go ahead and get a monitor arm for this setup. Because right
Yeah,
now
I mean,
both monitors are below my line of vision.
yeah.
Are below eye
No,
level.
I remember when I lived on my own and my monitor was also not at the like it kind of looked like whenever I was streaming I had some death stare going on in the webcam.
And this is why I have my model adjusted for that.
Yeah.
I adjusted my tracking to compensate for it.
By the way, I'm running low on energy, so you might want to take over watering duties.
Give me the can then.
Oh, how about you start? How about you like plant the crops first?
By the way, did you hear about Cool Blue coming to your city?
No, I did not.
Apparently, they're
But I'm
opening a
not.
new store in October.
Hmm, well, that's pretty handy.
Finally, MediaMarkt is gonna get some competition.
Yeah, it's about fucking time.
Because let's be honest, MediaMarkt has ripped me off for two has ripped me off more times than I can count.
We actually had a brief conversation about it in the group the other day. How yeah. Oh, I'm putting the watering can in a stone chest or maybe whatever
Yeah,
in
stone
the stone
chest.
one.
Stone chest makes sense. Meanwhile, here we are, just making a shitload of pumpkins.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we've talked about it in the WhatsApp group, and it is completely true that the way MediaMarkt is handling their business,
Is borderline illegal.
it's getting to an infuriating level, to be honest.
It's borderline just saying it's just on the very edge of being, well, in violation of the law. Anyway, time for me to grab the can. It's
Yeah.
watering can, not watering can't.
Um, Hang on, you've got 100 spare seats there.
103 to be specific.
Did I miscalculate something?
Yes, I think you did.
I mean, an iridium sprinkler can water up to 24 fields at once. We've got 27 of them. So 20, yeah, that at least adds up to 480, considering 24 times 20.
I don't know, it may have just been you completely underestimating just how quickly I can click.
24 times 20. Yeah, 648. What?
Dang it.
Did we have pumpkin seeds?
Damn cursor movement. Oh, look, one of my friends is playing Warhammer.
Yeah.
I know it's getting late, game. Why are you.
Stardew Valley moment.
Yep, it's a Stardew moment. Okay, I really need to hurry up. Because if you look at the clock, I'm about to pass out. That's not helpful, game.
We've got rain tomorrow.
Okay, good, which means should I just cut off and head to bed?
Try to finish it.
Pass out on the farm.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, that was rough. The can being empty there.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you're on a delay. There I go. Passed out on the farm.
Barely. All right. Well,
That was
that's a
close,
shame.
but no cigar.
I'm trying to recall. I don't think the game punishes you that much for passing out on the farm.
Yeah, only about half energy, so. Where did you get that fish?
Most importantly, why is the cat giving it to you?
Oh, by the way, more goat cheese.
Perfect.
Hey, I guess people didn't take to Pierre's Prime produce like I'd hoped. Anyways, here's my old mini shipping bin. Next time you get your hands on some produce, wherever you have Pierre's Prime luxury brand, maybe you could have them shipped my way. Yet another! Found your face down in the mud during my 3 a.m. sweep. You should try to make it home a little earlier next time.
We were home. What were you doing on our farm, Marlon?
Marlon, what the fuck were you up to over here?
I'm trying to see if we have if I can build a seed maker. Um,
Should I just sell the truffles?
yeah, sure. 25 wood, 10 coal, and a gold bar.
Oh no, wait. The mayor wants truffle oil. Too
Uh,
late.
do you get that by putting truffles in a? Yeah, whatever. It's too late.
I am just tending to the animals right now. Got some milk.
Yeah.
We need some milk.
You know, I know that we've had the previous sessions, but how the fuck did we get like 38 batteries?
Shit ton of thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Ba 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 da ba ba da da.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take every ancient fruit that we've got, if I can find them. Yes. Um,
Cheese. Cheese belonging to the goat.
wait, where did you put the cheese?
In the lower fridge.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got it.
Also, I've got the ancient seeds.
Yeah. You can put them in the greenhouse.
Hell yeah.
Because we do need five gold star ancient fruit for the missing bundle. And the best way to get those is to just plant a butt ton of ancient fruit in the greenhouse. It's also it's also because apparently they're one of the most lucrative things to have. They regrow every week, so I think it's a bit more lucrative than the what you call it, the star fruit
Ah,
you can get it at the desert.
we can make loads of it.
Yep. Could you pick something up from the sewer?
What is it?
A void egg. I need you to pick up.
Why? Oh, we want void. Do we want void mayonnaise?
Yeah,
Void mayo. Let's go. I don't know how it would taste, but I doubt it would taste nice.
like we need to give void mayonnaise to this henchman here.
Ah, he wants the void mayo.
Yeah.
Probus, give me void egg. Two of them?
No, just one.
I'll give. Okay, I got the void egg.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, you could get a second one so we can turn that into void mayonnaise. But just for the sake of getting like a complete farm,
Okay,
we
shouldn't
might
this
as well
be?
get a void chicken out of it.
Do I need to get the void egg up there then, or?
You can throw it in the incubator.
Okay. On my way, on my way. What does the void chicken look like?
Like a chicken but black.
Oh, I've got some mayo, so let me just go ahead and unsell that.
Yeah.
Looks spreadable.
You know,
Oh
I
boy,
remember how.
ladies and gentlemen, the kitty landmine.
You know, I remember how in the older versions of Stardew Valley you couldn't eat mayonnaise, and then at one point Concerned A was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it," and allowed you to eat mayonnaise.
I mean, we love the.
You know,
I'm
as we all
stuck.
do.
The cat was in the way.
Sure as hell sounds like a cat.
Do you think we should upgrade the coop?
Yeah,
Because it's starting to get a little. I feel like it's starting to get just a little bit crowded in here.
although come to think of it, I think we already have a maximum level coop.
Let me check what's in my. Here. Oh, I have leeks. Do we have more ancient fruit?
No, we only had the two.
Which now we have 4 seeds growing in here. And from those 4, we can make 8.
Okay, I got a void salmon.
We can make this grow exponentially then.
Yeah.
Wait, can you put sprinklers on the edge as well?
I don't think you can. Thing is though, once you get to Ginger Island, there's an item you can buy that will give your sprinklers like one extra row. So that way we can water the entire greenhouse with only 4 sprinklers.
Yeah. By the way, how do we get to Ginger Island anyway?
Well, we need 200 hardwood, 5 iridium bars, and 5 batteries.
Ah.
You essentially talk to Willie, and he has a boat in the back of his shop.
Ah.
All
And
right.
here we have the old.
Donated.
Here we have the old Joja building.
Yep. Life's terminated.
Life's terminated. Joja. Oh, they also want. The Junimo also wants wine.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it ain't a party when you're sober.
It's and a silver star wine as well.
Well, Silver Star 1 is pretty easy to get, to be honest.
So yes, he wants a fine vintage, but not that fine. Yes.
There's an item in the game called fairy dust, and if you use that item, you effectively can skip an entire like seasoning of the of wine or any other preserves. Pretty good, actually.
Ah, but I'm guessing it's not farmable. That.
Yeah.
Ah, blackberry.
But
Anyway,
anyway, I'm quickly off to do something that I didn't realize I could do until I started playing on my own. So if you can swap it to my perspective.
this man is a master of the 5 ways. By the way, I did get Game
Yeah.
Builder Garage.
So which one of these should I claim? Combat Mastery, which allows me to make an anvil. The thing is, this one doesn't really benefit you as well. I can get foraging mastery. I can get farming mastery. I feel like farming mastery. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not even going to. No, I
Master
got
the
it.
farming.
Yeah, because now I've got an iridium scythe, and not only is this great because for the OCD people it means that you can have full iridium equipment, but it also means that I don't have to harvest individual. I can just hit it with a scythe and it will harvest it for me.
Oh, that's gonna be useful for later.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna dive into bed.
But you can take it off my POV. But you've
What?
got Game Maker Garage, you said.
Yes.
All right. Let me guess for the mouse support.
Yes.
I do really appreciate that being a thing.
Instead of putting my Switch 2 in it, Joy-Cons in its grip, in the grip, I normally have them just on the little lanyard things, on the little mouse feet, and just have
Yeah.
the right Joy-Con on the mouse pad, moving my main mouse out of the way, of course. And then the left one just in my other hand, just my left hand just holding it like a
Oh,
remote.
yeah, we did have ancient food. Okay, well that's good to know. I'm
I'm
looking
sure.
for fiber and sap. Okay, I got the sap. I got the moss.
It do be pissing it down right now.
That's one way to describe the rain.
Yeah. I do wish we had a thunderstorm this week.
Hey, check this thing.
What? What's this? You
Interact
don't.
with it.
You don't yet have the knowledge to use this.
Oh, come on. Okay, well
No.
that's something only I get to use for the time being.
What is it?
Basically, if you interact with it, you get a status buff for that day, and that status buff could be either something like additional speed, a higher critical rate, or just uh, something not so useful like a bit more extra relationship points. However, if you're lucky, you could get infinite energy for that day.
Oh, that is very useful. Also, I noticed I'm turned around a little. There, fixed. I also went to the Formula One movie.
I didn't even know they had a movie.
The F1 movie is a recent one. It
Hmm.
released late last month. Look at that. Money.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money.
Loads of money. Da 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 da. Let me check the cheese first. Never mind. More seeds.
Ah,
Eggs. Eggs.
oh, take a look at this sunflower.
Hmm? Sunflower. Oh, yes.
All I had to do is swipe it down and I got it harvested. It can really save us some time.
An enormous time save. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've got the milk. I've got the it's time for cheese. I swear that the pig does like to just put truffles in your way.
Yeah.
Should I just make more mayo?
Go right ahead.
Mayo made. Mayo production is up. Also, I got the sunflower. Want me to sell it?
Yeah, sure. Also, I'm trying to remember. Can you eat the sunflower?
I don't know. Don't really mind much. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of exponential, these ancient fruits.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not the kind of thing that you're going to, like, really get a lot of money out of. I mean, winter is still, winter. Not much good comes from it.
Yep.
Well, aside from a tagline for Game of Thrones, but, even that didn't,
That's coming.
yeah.
Oh.
I still don't know if I should actually watch Game of Thrones one of these days. I mean, the series is over, so it's not like I'll be waiting for, like, the next season, right?
Right.
But, would it really be worth the HBO Max subscription?
No. At least it stayed HBO Max here.
Yeah.
But that's because of there being a different broadcasting company that's named Max here.
Yeah. Bloody ridiculous, though, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
HBO has brand recognition. Why would you throw that away?
Although, come to think of it, I do remember how at one point I got a mail from Amazon Prime saying that Max is now available. So in a way, it was just called Max, even here.
That's because Amazon. Remember, Amazon is an American company. They don't.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't know any better sometimes. Let me just chop.
Also, I don't know why, but for some reason, combat feels really sluggish here. I'll try to manage around it.
But yeah, I'm. Yeah, it's not that warm out, right? It's not that cold, but also not that warm. I am still
Yeah.
going to activate the fan, though.
Oh yeah. That's totally valid on you.
It's 21 degrees out right now. Ah,
According to my computer, it's 20 right now,
according to
right
my
here.
according to the smart display on my bedside, it's 20. It's 21.
Ah, yeah. I kind of feel like I should get one of those things as well. The closest thing I've got to a smart display is just letting my TV do its standby thing, where it will display the time, the location, and the temperature.
Of course, I'm not making full use out of it right now because, well, everything. I often have an argument with the Google Assistant.
Ah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. While getting a Google Home Mini did kind of uh, like change the way how I handle voice assistants, there are so many times where I have to like repeat what I'm saying, and it's getting kind of annoying. And a part of me is also kind of concerned that at one point, um, the Google Home Mini is gonna get phased out in favor of them shifting over to Gemini and sunsetting the Google Assistant. I would not be surprised if they end up doing that.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, they already took away the ability on my Fitbit, which, to be fair, I don't really. I stopped using my Fitbit around that time because of the battery issues I was having with it.
Plus,
But still, it
yeah. Sometimes I also have just. Okay, this might be weird, but I sometimes just yap to Gemini Live just while I'm on a walk.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
talking
I
about a
say what
whole
you.
lot of nothing, which is
I
exactly
mean,
what it's supposed to, what it's for.
I say what you all about all these AIs, but they don't judge you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you say something, like really sus, it makes some report.
In my case, I normally just talk about weather, that sort of stuff, and what I'm seeing around me.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes I just have to say, look, with Copilot, it's way too eager to generate images. When I'm talking about getting alt text for images, like for social media, it sometimes just this actually happened earlier. It just popped up. It immediately started trying to generate an image, even, although what I asked for was text.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes chicken. Duck, why are you moving like that? Oh, the duck is lining up to go, lining up into pattern for arrival back into the. That's one thing I'm noticing with these kinds of with the animals that I can see here. Just
It's like they got a little ritual going on.
just like at an airport,
Yep.
lining up for the runway. Horse, 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 horse. What's with all this horsing around? Secret note! Why, yo, secret note. Someone. Someone is waiting for you on level 100 in the Skull Cavern.
Yep. Sure is. Problem is, it's kind of, I wouldn't say impossible to get to level 100, but you definitely need to have a strategy. That strategy being, build an assload of stairs.
As low the stairs and obviously have a lot of food on you.
Either that or get yourself a whole bunch of jade, and when it's Monday, speak to the merchant in the desert, because that one will sell you a staircase for 1 jade each.
Oh, that means we can basically, yeah, do that and basically drill down.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum.
But I do like to make sure that if I go into the skull caverns, I walk out with something.
Like what?
Hopefully iridium,
Yeah, iridium is
or
it's a good source for iridium.
it's pretty much the only source for iridium.
Did I fucking stutter?
Yes.
Eto.
Cutscene.
Cutscene! Well, folks, once again, we're gathered for a very special occasion. A rare visit from a very dear friend. My world famous giant omelet. Oh, should I head over to the saloon as well? Zesty bell
You
pepper,
could.
juicy tomato, rich mushroom, and tangy cheese. All. Wait, wait. All enrobed in a blanket of rich, fluffy egg. Dig in, folks.
I don't like the crunching sound.
Willie, what do
It
you
makes it
think?
sound like you put the shell in it as well.
Hmm. The mushrooms are a tad chewier than last year. Is that a good thing? Aye, lad. It's great, Gus. And it tastes even better because it's on the house. These eggs are so rich and and yellow. Marnie, are these from your place? Nope. You can thank Victor over. You can thank the two farmers over at Root Farm.
I'm taking all the credit.
Root eggs.
Ah, yes, root eggs. They taste like PCB.
I'm skipping through the dialogue as well on my end, so just click in here. Oh, I can see you in the cutscene. Although we may need to just skedaddle. Don't you dare steal the fucking horse.
Nah.
Yoink.
I like how, because of the spicy eel I've had before, it kind of looks like I'm on equal speed with you. I don't
Ready
know,
for
it just
tomorrow.
feels like I'm like I'm speeding ahead here.
Cloudy with gusts of wind. Days. 4. Let me check down
Wow,
here.
thanks Caroline for the
There.
single parsnip.
Sweet. More cheese. Bring me the cheese. Grilled cheese. Grill me a
Hey, could you put your sword in the in a stone chest?
One moment, let me get past this cow. Bah. Milk. The good Clem. Egg. Oh, we have an ad break coming in.
All right. Gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, Bezos wants his money.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you get some money out of it as well, right?
Yeah, pennies.
Hey, it's money. It was money to be made.
Hey, at least people are. Wait. Us.
Oh, you're right.
The us blade.
Go to Willy, and he'll tell you about the boat.
Where's my rod? Where's the fishing rod?
I don't think you need a rod.
Yes, but I wanna go fish. Ah, that.
Did you find your rod?
Oh, I think I have it inside.
Ah,
Ads are coming in 3 minutes 50 seconds.
where did we put the iridium if we even have some bars on our hand?
I don't know. I'm grabbing my tempered broadsword, or is the obsidian edge better?
I think the
Obsidian edge.
yeah, because it's a longsword you were talking about, and those have a way longer swing. If you're not accustomed to playing with like long swords, your best bet is to have a well balanced one.
Like the obsidian edge.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to Willie's. Mr. Mayor. Shell. Oh, it's clams. Fish. There's rumors of very rare fish in these parts. Only an experienced angler could stand a chance against them. There we go. Boat, 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 boat. It's a wreck. Aye, a sad sight, isn't she? She was my father's boat. Served him well for over 50 years. But now she can barely stay afloat. I'd repair her myself, but I don't have the right materials, lad. Aye, 200 pieces of hardwood to patch the hull would be a good start. We'll also need to get the ticket machine back up, and the iridium anchor repaired. Get my hands under our...
Yeah, and of course it's an iridium anchor. They couldn't have like made it a an iron anchor or something, or allow us to like
You
come up
cut me off
with a different
again.
material.
If I could get my hands on the right materials and repair the old girl, well, then I could take you to the Fern Islands. Volcanic Islands full of strange parrots, they say. I'd like to help. Aye, I thought you would, lad. I'll leave this door unlocked for you. You can come drop off the materials whenever you like. 200 hardwood, 5 battery packs, and 5 iridium bars. We have the
Yeah.
battery and we have the batteries.
Yeah, so you might as well just get those out of the way.
Do we have the hardwood?
We have the hardwood, yeah.
Should we do it?
Yeah, go right ahead.
We just would.
I mean,
We only need the
every
iridium bars then.
yeah. But now that we both have a house, like fully upgraded house, now that we have the stable, I don't think there's anything we can really do with hardwood
So yeah, we
aside
can.
from some farm side decorations.
Speaking of which, that was what I was thinking earlier as well. Selling the mayo, selling the clams, and we're on ad break. No, I don't want to eat the cheese.
Not even if it contains extra protein.
Oh yeah, goofball.
Remember, kids, the more protein you eat, the stronger you get. It's ridiculous that people actually believe that. It's even more
5
ridiculous that
battery
companies are
packs.
effectively allowed to advertise with that.
5 battery packs, right?
Yeah, 5 batteries packs, 200 hardwood.
5 iridium bars, of which we have 0.
Yeah,
Meaning, I guess that's our next prio then.
I mean, I guess I'm already working on it. The only problem is that I didn't exactly
I think I'm too late.
specialize in mining. Hmm?
I think I'm too late because it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but he left the door open, didn't he?
But does he keep his shop open during that? For that?
Think so.
Let's check.
Oh, a curious substance.
Okay, request is active. Nope. You'll need to be there when the
Same.
shop is open.
All right. I guess Gus will just leave the shop open then on the days he has something else to do. Because that is a thing when you get the community center done. Some NPCs will actually deviate from their schedule and just hang out in there. Or, well, hanging out in there becomes part of their schedule.
Yeah, let's see who's in there right now.
I don't think anybody's in there because it's evening.
Nope.
But I know that old Clinton Steele hangs out there every Friday.
Steal. Okay, you just made me laugh with that.
Part of me wonders if that name was intentional, Clint.
I wonder that too, and damn, this is a big chair. Unless that's supposed to be a couch.
I mean, it's too big for a chair, but it's too small for a couch. Maybe it's one of those old people chairs.
It's a 2-seater.
Well, I mean, every chair is a two-seater if you push hard enough.
Bimsness. Let me just screenshot that. This would honestly be a good game to play on a CRT as well. And I am not kidding.
I mean, I can see why you would say that, but I don't think it would be that well made for CRTs.
And if you can get it, get the zoom level pixel perfect. Someone at Nintendo from Nintendo Life actually has got the Switch 2 running on a CRT.
Yeah. And how did it look?
For some games, it looks fantastic. For others, not so much.
Yeah. You know, I
For
know that
example, Breath of the Wild and Tears of
if
the
if
Kingdom, beautiful.
I know that if I'm not mistaken, like some process of how CRTs used to be made became outlawed, but to this day, a part of me still wonders, like, why isn't there a company that just specializes in making new CRTs?
Yeah, I wonder that too because retro games just look great on a CRT. And there you
Yeah,
go again.
yeah,
Alright, what's the damage?
yeah, I can live with that.
Okay, it's also time to go to sleep.
To be fair, this was a friendship day and not a fighting day,
Were
but I tried.
the odds weren't in our the odds weren't good?
I don't know if the odds were or weren't good. Like I don't know. I don't really look at what the what the luck stat is for that day. I just go anyway. Yeah, they were
I have
displeased today.
I have completely turned off motion smoothing, by the way,
Yeah,
on my avatar.
that's that's good.
So it doesn't slow it down. If I
Hey,
crank it
out of
all up to the
curiosity,
max, it turns very slowly.
out of curiosity, do you know how many frames per second your iPhone records?
Guessing either 30 or 60. I don't know how
Okay.
many frames it actually takes to track.
Yeah.
Smoothing motion.
Just something I was a bit curious about.
Damn, that was quick for these two. There is some cheese in the fridge.
Yeah. Okay, and unfortunately,
Uh,
only one iridium bar that we got at the
Mildly
moment.
perturbed, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I also have glass.
You also have what?
Glass.
Okay, you donate that. Oh, you can sell that. Hell yeah, I got 0.5 extra speed.
Fast.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Still fast as fuck, boy. Fast as.
Glint, Glint,
Get
Glint.
me
I've got Omni Geode. Glint. Oh, it's Friday.
dino egg.
It's Friday. Could you check the Glint? No! Ah, fuck! It's Friday. Of
Clint with
course,
steel.
I should have realized. Friday he goes to the community center. I just talked about it.
You forgot.
All right. Whatever. Hey, if you have the time, could you see what the traveling merchant has?
One moment whilst I store some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm taking the horse.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
I need to go to the. I need to go to the fishing shop as well, so. Blackberry cobbler, a sandfish, a duck egg, an amaranth. Should I take that for the seed maker?
No, I don't think you need that.
Daffodil, a coal, a beer, cloth, an albacore, a gate, a manicured pine, a rare crow, a coffee bean. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, nothing then. So what's your summer sale haul for the time being?
Nothing.
Hmm. Restraining the wallet?
It's more like basically being forced to because, well, I have to deal with the groceries.
Ah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I kind of set a hard budget myself and bought some games that I have been considering getting. Particularly Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima.
Afterwards, I
Um,
need to go ahead and. Afterwards, I'll probably be able to participate in the sale for next year, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to recall what the fourth game was that I picked up. Is it really getting to that? That I already forgot what I picked up. I picked up only for. I'm looking this up. Like I'm gonna dual wield. I'm gonna like check my phone right now.
You can. There we go. The cheese is in the box.
Oh yeah, right. Like a Dragon Inshin is one that I picked up.
Like a Dragon Ishin.
Ishin. Yeah. I don't know why I always why my mind always corrects it to Inshin. But yeah, no, that's the fourth game that I picked up. And I guess that would make sense why I forgot about it, because I kind of feel like a lot of the Yakuza games nowadays, they just like blend together. I still want to support this series, but my god,
My
they blend
body is
together.
the meme of my body is a machine that converts 75% off to 0 minutes played. Last played, never.
Yeah. I mean that's not even a joke. That's just how Steam sales go.
And then I also have Jingle Jam in December.
Yeah. But yeah, I do hope to maybe actually finally properly get into the like Horizon franchise, because I've got a lot of respect for it, even though I never played it.
Heck, I'm tempted to say, let's go to Amsterdam together next week and visit the offices.
Is that even allowed?
Sometimes they let you in. Like, up to the lobby, of
Sometimes.
course.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the kind of person to just go walking in and like, yo, that's not exactly something I'm good at.
This man has only recently picked up the game and would like to know more.
That, and I'm gonna be honest, if there's one Dutch studio that I respect more than Guerrilla Games, it's Vertigo Games.
Vertigo Games, and for those who know the classics, Davilix.
Which one?
Davilix, developers of A2 Racer.
Ah, yeah, I don't remember that one, but I do know that Lubach mentioned it in his video on his coverage of the American Stranglehold on software, which I think is the best way to call it without naming the name, saying the quiet part out loud.
Yep.
Which, you know, it becomes quite difficult to do, trying to not say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, one thing I'm thinking of for my next PC, I'm still going to go AMD for the CPU, but I'm also going to go AMD for the GPU, I think.
I mean, that's a perfectly valid thing to do. A lot of goodness to be had in those AMD GPUs. And if
And
what
of
I
course,
understand is correct, the 9070 XT got really close to the 5070 Ti.
yeah, and on top of that, Linux support.
Oh, sorry, 5070 Ti.
I'm more thinking about the Linux support as well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to make the jump myself, though. I mean, there's a lot of programs that I use that exclusively require Windows, and it's not even anti-cheat, but I don't want to like bother with programs like uh Vegas. I think that one is exclusively Windows.
I think so too, but there is obviously the option for DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, but I just prefer the way how Vegas operates. Even if it's a complete placebo effect, it's a software that I use. It's a software that I rely on. And yeah, plus I may have I may have backed myself into this corner, but I'm Nvidia.
You're on an Nvidia chip all the way.
Yeah, I've got that 5070. And oddly enough, I'm still actually like perfectly satisfied with it.
Although,
But
Nvidia's
you know,
some of
Nvidia kind of got me in a stranglehold.
some of the Nvidia devs one Nvidia dev is actually working with the open source community. I don't know if it's a corporate decision or if it's just individual.
Hey, I'll believe it when I see it. But I do, of course, highly encourage the open source community. It's good that we have initiatives like that.
I mean, the software I'm using to stream is open source.
Yeah, that's what the O stands for.
Open? Yeah, the O stands for open.
You know, just like how OpenAI is. Oh wait, no, they're
No,
no.
wait, no, never mind. They're as closed source as you can get.
Why would you call it OpenAI then?
I don't know! I don't like the company.
I'm pretty sure at this point a lot of people don't like the company. Like a lot of people out there really start to turn their backs on AI, and you know what? Good.
Good.
I mean, there's good stuff to be had with AI, but they really need to stop like shoving it down our throats.
Fucking with everything.
Make it opt-in.
Yeah. Give us the reason. Give us an option to say no.
I also really would appreciate it if Twitter would allow you to disable grok mentions on your posts.
Yeah,
Because
but
I'm telling you,
unfortunately, Grok is
because I'm
treated
telling
as a
you,
different user.
Hmm?
Grok is treated as a user, so the only way you could probably do it is have.
Well, is it possible to block grok?
You can probably do so, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was disabled. If blocking Twitter
Yeah.
service account, blocking official accounts from the service as is disabled.
I mean, shit, isn't it? Wasn't it a thing on Facebook for the longest time that you couldn't block Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, you couldn't block the Zuck. And
Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I don't use Facebook.
Right. Well, neither do I. That's why I'm asking it. Ah,
At least you
a
can block
prismatic
Elon.
butterfly is waiting for. You can block whom?
On Twitter, you can at least block Elon.
Yeah. I mean, that's a blessing.
Yep, but
I think I even did that. But I block a lot of people on Twitter, so doesn't really
yeah, you
say too
wouldn't be
much.
surprised if how you wouldn't want to know how big my how large my block list is.
Well, I would not be surprised if your block list mainly consists out of bot accounts.
Yeah, mine of my old Twitter account mainly consisted of was mostly scammers and bots.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're gonna have like scammers and bots all the time, but it's getting absolutely ridiculous how like sophisticated some of them can be. If anything, I'm glad that we haven't seen a point where like those scam bots are AI.
On Blue Sky, we
Because
actually have basically community moderation with shared block lists and all that sort of stuff.
yeah, incidentally, I also discovered the other day that apparently I'm on some of those on some of those block
You're
lists.
apparently, I'm guessing, on a crypto one.
No, actually,
What are
but
your?
I would understand why, because I do have the habit of abbreviating my username with ETH.
Yeah, and
No, it's
we all
actually
know that's actually yeah, crypto bros have co-opted that one for.
yeah.
I do love how I just basically just blocked that one out.
Wait, was one of those one you could donate to Gunther?
Multiple even.
Perfect. But
2
no,
items.
apparently I'm on some blocked on some like community like block lists simply because there were a couple of times when I advertised my my Twitch.
Yeah, I'm also on some of those block lists. Heck, I'm even on one of those on a hateful block list, which is basically claiming I'm faking being autistic.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of wonder why those kinds of block lists are allowed. And if they even are allowed.
I mean, you can I mean, if you're on that block list, you cannot even access the profile of the person who owns that block list.
Yeah.
You cannot even technically see the block list because you're blocked by them.
I mean, there are ways to get around it, but that's a bit sketchy. So
Yeah.
I'm going to mention it's a thing, but I'm not going to give instructions. Because as we all know, there's only one organization, there's only one program that is allowed to do that, and is expected to do that, and that is, of course, Jeugdjournaal.
What?
Yeah, remember that article Lubach had about Spotify and how he showed Jeugdjournaal telling children how to use Napster?
Wait, what? Jeugdjournaal told people how to use Napster out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Teach the children the old ways.
Well, it wasn't old Jeugdjournaal.
Oh.
You know, from the bad old days, where they taught you how to download music on Napster, but I didn't tell you that it could contain a virus.
And it could be illegal.
Well, it is illegal.
Yes. Only do so. Yep. If you
Well,
have music on
okay,
disc, rip it.
okay. To be fair, it's technically not illegal to download them. It is illegal to spread them, but that's a whole other discussion. That largely depends on context, location,
And
what time,
yeah,
what
legal stuff.
like it's legal with an asterisk or asterisk.
What? Not an Obelix?
And this is why I hate that word.
Asterisk.
Yeah, asterisk.
I, I just love it when I can just. I just love when it happens.
Also, something completely unrelated, but did you know that your computer has a built-in command for going to LinkedIn?
Yeah, I know. I think
I
that was
found that
it.
out today, and I don't know what to think of it.
I think it's
Control Shift Alt Windows L.
Control Shift Alt Windows L. Nope, doesn't work here.
Hmm. Now, to be fair, the moment when you're proficient enough in the in IT to know that command,
In fact, it pulls up pulled on my and it pulls up the Microsoft 365 app, or sorry, the Microsoft 365 Copilot app.
yeah. But the moment you know commands like that, I don't think your experience, like you're clearly way over experienced, so you shouldn't even be on LinkedIn.
Yeah. And it doesn't go to LinkedIn in my case.
Yeah, it did in my case.
And again, I am on a pre-release build of Windows.
That could probably have something to do with it then.
What are we on? For the Stop Killing Games ECI petition, we're on 1,167,078.
Good. Keep them coming.
Keep that keep that train rolling.
Turn that shit up like it's guerrilla radio.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, sorry, Devil May Cry got me hooked to that song.
Bop, ba, bop.
Did I not activate my thing today? No, I did. Oh, right. It was one of those prismatic butterfly things. Yeah, so fun fact about those. If you catch it, you get, like, money.
Ooh, money. I'm guessing there's iridium in there now.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I got hold of an iridium bar in the Skull Caverns. So we should have 3 iridium bars
3 of the
once
5
that one
needed
finishes.
to finish the anchor.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed that I missed a few spots, so I filled those in.
All right. With pumpkin.
Yes. Oh, look at them over there. Let's see how the ancient seeds are going.
They're going.
Oh, they are going all right. Blaze. Mushroom dance, whatever. Gusts of wind tomorrow. Oh, look, he's playing the arcade game.
Yeah. Apparently, there's an achievement for getting to the end of it, which I haven't done yet.
Ah,
But I do know there's a bunch of levels. It actually saves. So if you interact with the arcade machine, you get an option for continue journey. Problem is, it can be kind of difficult. So the one thing I can tell you, make sure you pick up enough coins so you can, like, I think every 2 or so levels you are able to, like, buy something from the store. So if you have enough coins, yeah. Now, granted, I'm not really get your swear button ready. By the way, I'm not really an achievement. Oh, you didn't get your swear button ready.
I don't have the option to bleep you out.
Okay,
The achievement.
yeah, I'm not one of those. But this is the kind of thing that I do hope to get at one point. It's probably not going to be wise to get it in a multiplayer session because the time continues here, as is visible in the upper right corner.
Yep.
Yeah, so here's a merchant, and I'm gonna get this. I don't know what this is, but it's the most expensive item, and if it's expensive, it's probably good. Cool.
Just go ahead and hit back. Hit And there we go. I'm back in the tracker. Uh, but it is really just ticking along. I should probably pull up a browser source for what I'm looking at here.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm gonna go do that right now. SKG progress browser source SKG. There we go. Now I should be able to just. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that after. I'll do that while waiting for the next one. Oh, arcade engineering.
Oh yeah, so I've already showed you my my new case. Fun fact about it. I do notice it's getting a bit more toasty in there.
Hmm?
As it turns out, a 14900K gets pretty warm.
It can get warm, yeah.
Yeah. What is most notable is that I didn't realize when I was installing the cooler that the fans were pointed the wrong way. So I kind of noticed how if I held my hand to the on the front side of it, um, it was getting really hot. But fortunately, um, I did pick up on it, and I do think the computer gets a bit on the warm side. But it's a
Toasty!
good kind of warm. I don't feel like my computer is in danger simply from existing. You know, it looks pretty fine.
Yeah, it's getting a little toasty. But yeah. What you know what? What I find interesting, Android Android 16 on QPR1 is probably gonna bring a desktop mode to Android.
I mean, I'd be down for it. I recall using Samsung DeX quite some times when I just had my S22. I haven't used it that much on my S25 Ultra yet. But if I'm not mistaken, it could be that it's not there anymore. I don't know what's up with that. And in a way, Samsung Dex was effectively a fancy way of turning your phone into like a Chromebook. But I like the additional utility you could get with it.
Yeah, it's fucking Dex.
Yeah, I mean, just like with my like Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, um, I legitimately see some people replacing their computer with it.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, not me, obviously,
Yeah, same
but
here. I don't.
for some simple YouTube stuff, like, yeah, no, absolutely.
Heck, I could see if I can loop my phone into a. Heck, I like. Here's a fun thing. If I plug my phone into my audio mixer via an USB-C to HDMI cable, I only get the audio.
Oh, could you check the fortune channel for me?
One moment. Welcome back to Welwick's Oracle. If you seek hidden knowledge of the future, well, you've come to the right place. The
Get on
spirits
with
are in
it.
good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck.
Okay,
I should see if
well,
I
that's
can
good to
mix
know.
that reverb with with a bit of a radio sound,
Yeah.
because that sounded too good.
You trying to get some more distortion in it?
I mean, that's what I did yesterday for Final Fantasy 14 whenever I wanted to do some of Nidhogg's lines.
Ah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm kind of a sucker for that crunchy radio sound. Like I don't know why, but there's some music in particular where I feel like the crappier the sound quality gets, the more authentic the song feels.
Oh, you know it.
Settle down, Alistair. I'm still waiting for season 2 of that.
And now the shipping forecast. Welcome to Kozu 5, your number one source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be cloudy with gusts of wind throughout the day. You heard you I should also get a microphone arm. Like lift it off the desk a little bit.
Yeah, I
And maybe
remember
a little closer to my mouth.
I remember back when I was on the Yeti, I used to have a pretty decent microphone arm. The one thing I did hate about it is that I had to kind of go out of my way to find the proper dimensions for it.
The one that hangs the mic upside down, you mean?
I guess
The compass?
possibly. I don't know what all
Well,
those things are called. The thing is, I was looking for a monitor arm, and I end up purchasing the wrong one because I didn't realize um like what the size of the screw I was supposed to look for.
yeah, my mic is currently on the desk. And I have to
Yeah,
basically
same.
see if I can angle it properly, and the stand is very flimsy.
Yeah. No, I'm just using the default one from the Wave 3. It's simple, but it's useful.
Simple yet effective.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like the moment when I really start getting to proper like microphone arms,
They get
that's
expensive.
probably
They get pricey fast.
yeah, it's one of those kinds of things where I'm probably only gonna worry about it when I start taking streaming serious again. So that will be the same time when I set up OBS properly again. Maybe redo some streaming assets.
By the way,
Because some of the things I had were like my follow alert was just straight up a video or well a GIF of Shadow the Hedgehog cocking his gun, and it plays like Cityscape Classic and
my default. By the way, I got myself a new Bluetooth headset as well.
which one
The JBL Tune 770NC, I think.
was that? One of those
The
cheap
cheaper
ones, but
ones.
not that cheap.
Cheap ones like 83 euros
Ones-
on 83 euros on Ball.
Okay,
So not ultra cheap, but it does have At least it has noise cancellation.
Yeah, I mean ANC is pretty. Wait, it's not ANC.
It's not active. It's well, it does have active noise cancellation. It does have ambient aware on there. It is ANC.
Okay,
It's not passive.
well, that's pretty good. That's pretty
But I
decent
normally
then.
keep it in ambient aware mode. And it came with an audio kit. It came with a little. It's one. This is one thing I find interesting about JBL. All their cables are usually very flat. They always go with flat cables.
I mean, to some it's a vibe. To me, I kind of feel like it depends. Flat cables, I would very much welcome them if my power supply came with them, rather than those thick ones. But hey, at least now I managed to hide them pretty well.
I am gonna see if I can. I'm gonna quickly see if I can switch over to this headset. I'm gonna switch over to those headphones. Okay.
Okay.
Attach them. Attach my Logitechs. There we go. And plugged back in. Okay, now I hear my voice. Now I hear my voice quite differently. Because let's be honest, the monitoring is way more intense on this one.
Yeah.
Ah, it also gets very loud. I also cannot hear the. I honestly cannot really hear the cooler behind me when I have noise cancelling on.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, it draws out all the noises, but it also decreases your situational awareness. So
I'm putting it
don't
back
use
on
that thing
ambient aware.
don't use that thing while driving.
Don't worry, I wasn't thinking about it. I do have it on ambient aware right now.
All right. Now, speaking of which, did I tell you about our new car?
You got a new car?
Yeah, that pickup finally went EV.
Nice.
And let me
Please
tell
tell
you
me it's not a.
something.
Please tell me it's not a Tesla.
Oh, it's on Tesla. Believe me, if that was the case, no, I would not get in there,
You would
like at
say,
all.
no, get lost.
Yeah, but no, he picked up a used BYD Atto 3.
Eto.
Yeah, I don't know what makes a 3 so special, but yeah, he picked it up. He managed to get it for I want to say 25K, and yeah, his lease contract of the Yaris um was about to end. So yeah, he decided to pull the trigger on the electric vehicle, and he also drove it to pick up the boy today. So yeah, it's pretty effective. I kind of wish the sound system it had was a bit better. Um, like that could have used some work, but hey, it's not my car. But you know, it's an SUV now, which I don't think I would ever see
A
my dad
Swift.
driving in. The indoor screen is able to go to either landscape mode or horizontal is
Portrait.
portrait mode. Yeah, it's a pretty decent car. I can definitely see him having his fun with it. Um, it's rather comfortable to drive around in, so that's also pretty good.
Look, I'm actually while I'm working on this, while you're just out there and just having working on it. I'm just making a little bar here just to show off the number. To show off the progress of Stop Killing Games. Good. There we go. Fall day 8. Okay. Wow, that's a long progress bar.
I got a sea urchin from Emily.
Gonna have to put it up like this and then. I got the bar up there. This somehow works. Let me just group them together so I can just quickly disable them together as well.
I could be mistaken, but I could swear we had more than 2 iridium bars.
Uh-huh. Where? What?
Oh,
Why? Ooh.
we got a chicken. We got a void chicken
We got a void chicken, worms.
in the coop. What do we call it?
Don't
make me call it Shadow.
Nox.
Yeah.
N-O-X.
Oh, I typed K-N-O-X.
Ah, you could change it.
Yeah, I can. But I thought you meant Nox as in Fort Knox.
I'll fix it.
Okay, for real. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got 4 iridium bars.
One more.
Yeah, I suggest we make Ginger Island a priority for the next stream.
Yeah. We might want to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, dinner's planned for 7, so I have time.
Okay, well, that's good. I don't know when dinner is getting ready here, but to be fair, since the boy is here, I would not be surprised if it's like microwave meals all over the place.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh boy, I got a book!
Yeah, I'm looking at this meter, I'm looking at... You can actually see number go up.
It's pretty satisfying to see, yeah.
And I didn't have to do anything to make the background transparent on that page. That I'm using to track it.
Wait, got 3 iridium ores? How many did we have at home?
Wait, what? Let me run back home. I am holding my inputs very awkwardly right now. Like ring finger on A and then pinky on tab. 3 iridium ore.
Next stream, we are going to Ginger Island.
Yep.
Oh, and we got 50. We've got 50 minerals.
Hello, man. Slash a ban. banned.
That's the first time I see them going to an individual category.
Yep.
How disappointing. Is it possible to report that bot to Siri?
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm also going to go to Discord and see.
Yeah, you never know these kinds of people. They could have... They could join your server. Although you don't have a link.
I do have a. There is a command.
Yeah, but the command wasn't used.
Yeah. If the. Yep. Plus, if they join my Discord, they get they don't get access to the entire server at first. Speaking of
Good.
which, here we have them. Here we have someone who is. Let's check their connection. And then... Oh yeah, they tried to. Someone who tried to send me a friend request out of the blue. Let's open up in mod view. 2 messages. Hello everyone, Yuriko here. Confirm. Almost. They did introduce themselves.
They joined at like just before 10. Was that when you were streaming Final Fantasy?
Yes, that was during my Final Fantasy stream. I haven't seen them
Right.
around before, but they did immediately try to send me a friend request.
I mean, you know what that means, right?
Yep.
Actually, I'm an artist and I was... fuck off.
Almost. Yes, but who is you?
You know, I kind of feel like at these kinds of moments, the most appropriate response is to ask, "Have we met?" It's kind of thing that is a pretty normal thing to ask, but also lets you know, like, "Hey, I don't trust strangers."
Where did you find this server? One thing is for sure, most of those GFX scammers don't even check my website.
Of course, I don't.
Because sometimes use a special page on my site as a warning.
You know, that's the problem with these kinds of people. They don't care if they don't strike gold with you, they're going to move on to the next person. Like, you ban them and they're already, chances are they moved on to the next person with like low view count on this certain category, which is pretty niche.
I normally just say, if one of those spammers happens to pop up in my Discord DMs, I take it up with the mods on the server we have in common. And the moment they strike and they get banned, I immediately also pass it along to Discord Trust and Safety.
Yeah. I'm glad that Discord is kind of making an effort to combat these kinds of spammers.
They have spam inbox now.
But it's not enough, and these kinds of people, like, once they realize that their account is being flagged, they're again, if it doesn't work, they just move on to the next, and they're probably gonna make a new account. And I don't know if Discord does like IP bans.
Remember, IP bans are also kind of a nuclear option.
I'm being called.
I heard the classic ringtone.
Sorry. Did I miss something?
I don't think you did.
Okay, that's cool. That was my dad calling. He got a new phone, and he asked me if I have one of those things to unlock the SIM tray. I
Ah, SIM
informed
eject
him.
tool. That's
I
in the
informed him that
box.
there's probably one in the box, but he didn't believe that. So I'm going to go to bed, and I'm quickly going AFK.
Okay then. Luckily, there's an ad break going on, so we can go straight to bed and I'll just pop it onto a BRB scene. Mm, mushroom dance, whatever could it mean?
I got a response.
What? We're back in game.
Yula from Genshin.
I knew it. I clicked through that message without checking.
Hang on. Okay, hold up. There's a Genshin character that's named Yula.
Yes.
They made a character for the terms and service.
No. Anyway, I have the iridium. I am going to. What? Oh yes, it's raining. I need to go ahead and head inside to pet the animals. Why not ask that friend about the character then?
Oh, the moment I start asking questions about Genshin, that's a kind of rabbit hole I do not want to dive into.
Yeah, because let's be honest, some of the characters do have very dark backstories. Let's be honest.
Well, no, it's just because it's Genshin.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting people who play Genshin, but it's not the kind. It's not my thing, and I don't want it to be my thing.
Yep. Also, a lucky rabbit's foot.
Oh yeah.
Sell it?
Nope. Because rabbit's foots are one of those universal loved gifts.
Okay, I'll store it. And it's iridium quality as well. Train!
I'm on the way. Follow that train.
Follow that damn train, CJ!
No. It's follow that train. Get me close, CJ. I'm about to pop these fools. Roll up on them so I can get a shot.
Roll up on him so I can get a shot.
I played that mission a lot when I was young.
I haven't even played that one.
Oh, I would highly recommend you if you ever have the time for it. It has a lot of like themes where it's kind of like.
I need to get a PS2 for it first, then. Or at least I need to get it on PS2. I would need to get it on PS2, I guess.
You can borrow my Xbox copy.
Yeah. Because you know it. I don't want to. What? The preparations are done. The boat will be prepared overnight. What? I wonder if Willie has any special dialogue for that. A true angler has respect for water. Don't you forget that. I don't like this weather. It makes me sad.
Oh, yeah, no, I can lend you my copy of Trilogy Definitive Edition.
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
one of those.
Whoa. Who said anything that I wanted to touch the Definitive Edition?
It's fine. All right. Either that, or we'll set up like family share on Steam, and you can play the originals because I have those.
Hmm. Let me just go ahead and. It really is just ticking along that petition.
Yeah.
During the day, it goes up fast. Or at least during the evening, usually it goes up fast. And during weekdays. You should have seen the entire past week. It's been basically a meteoric rise. Oh,
wait, did it say it was going to rain, or is it? Did it say anything about a thunderstorm?
No,
I think it's just rain.
It's just rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spirits are annoyed, so. And tomorrow is also going to be rain.
All right. But tomorrow we're going to be spending on Ginger Island. I guess with that, I also unintentionally declared this to be the final day of this stream, which makes sense because this is usually the point where we start, winding down.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Also, I got some more hardwood.
perfect.
By the way, you forgot to grab your buff.
Yeah, I guess I did, but I wasn't going in the mines. It's still so stupid that you're not allowed to. It's still so stupid that you're not allowed to
I don't know what to
get your
do.
buff.
I love it when that apparently flowers sprout around it whenever you use it.
Yeah. How are your levels looking at the moment?
Okay, wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing, and I need to open up the menu again. Farming 10, mining 6, foraging 8, fishing 10, and combat 5.
Yeah, I guess you could spend some more time in the mines.
Yes, so we back in the mines.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get you the sword again
For next
because we've
stream.
got the iridium to. Well, we fixed the boat, so yeah, you can go back into the mines. There is no need for me to carry that sword around. Well, I mean, I guess there is a need for me to carry a sword around. Where did I put the? Shit, where did I put it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly chuck my iridium rod into the fridge.
That
By the
sure as hell
way,
makes sense to some people.
I am not. Yeah, I am not in the business of making sense when it comes to that. I should make a little temp. I should probably make a little template on the introduce yourself. For introduce yourself, just that people can use.
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you this already, but I finally got an update on the Ghost Recon Wildlands situation.
What happened?
Well, uh, after I've proven that because of the new Intel microcode, the game has a significantly prolonged loading times, I effectively got told by one of the support people that do keep in mind that because this is an older game, we don't bring updates for it out anymore. So I basically got told to pound sand.
Yeah, that's
And
Ubisoft for you.
yeah, I kind of wanted to
They are all in the
like
business of killing games. They are the reason this petition over here exists.
yeah, like I haven't responded to it yet because it is one of those cases where, I get what they're saying. It is an old game, and it makes sense that it doesn't get support anymore. Okay, fine. And you know what? Not a lot of people care about Ghost Recon Wildlands.
It's fine.
I
It's
get
fine.
that.
I'm over it.
But you know what? It's not fine. Because if you want to give the argument, it's an older game, we don't support it anymore, that's a fine argument to have. But guess what? You're still selling it.
You're selling it to customers.
And besides, Far Cry 4 is an older game, and that recently got a pretty big, well, not
Patch.
big, but a pretty high-profile update because it was finally available at 60 FPS on next-gen consoles. And of course, let's not forget about the other update that the game has got, where they accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally,
Victor, we're 5 years
removed.
into the existence of the series, Xbox Series and PlayStation 5. It's safe to say current gen.
Yeah. Whatever. Look, point is, like those games are older, and they got support. And there was an update. There was a pretty notable update on the PC side where they accidentally, or what they say they accidentally did so, removed one of the topless NPCs, or covered up one of the topless NPCs. And a lot of people were claiming that this is
The partnership with Tencent.
censorship after the Tencent partnership. They did end up reversing this, but holy fuck, did people get livid about it? And to be fair,
Somehow.
they sh- and to be fair, they should have. Like the moment when you start fucking around with old games, I don't care what the purpose of it is. You're fucking with history there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Ladder.
those games get new updates. But I'm told to pound sand because I want to play Ghost Recon Wildlands again. Now that I finally have a graphics card that can play it at like maximum graphics without falling below 60.
Yep.
And besides, if it's an older game, why don't you take the easy anti-cheat out of it?
Oh, wait. Why don't we disable the anti-cheat?
I don't know. There's so many things that I want to tell like that Ubisoft representative, but
There's a
I
reason
mean,
the Stop Killing Games petition exists.
yeah,
And
but
it's
this isn't necessarily killing a game by pressing a off switch. It's just not supporting it anymore, and
that's something else.
yeah, like that's the kind of thing that they're allowed to do. To be honest, like how many games that you played as a kid are no longer within your reach?
Plenty.
Yeah, and it's a shame, but it's kind of how things go on the PC side of things.
Then again, there are ways to get them all working again, at least. Or at least a lot of them.
Well, yeah, but then I remember like all the hours I spent as a youngin trying to get the Sims 2 expansion packs installed on Windows 10, and like that wouldn't work,
I got my
as
ass handed
unfortunate
to
as
me.
it was. The only reason we can play the Sims 2 right now is because EA had a change of heart.
EA. Well, there are modders that picked up the mantle for that as well.
Yeah, but it was EA deciding, hey, we can sell this.
We can sell this again for the anniversary.
Yeah, and I do think that's very good that they did it.
To the island. Aye, it's pissing it in, but here we are, just fixing a boat.
Right.
Mm.
Well, it looks like next stream we're gonna go to Ginger Island.
Yep.
And are the pumpkins ready?
I don't know.
Probably not, but let's check anyway.
Nope.
Shame.
And stream. end the broadcast. There we go. Go back to here. And there we have it. Let's see who we can raid. Damn, this thing's got base.
Yeah.
And here we say Spotlight Twitch for TwitchCon. They on Spotlight didn't do Spotlight for TwitchCon Europe, but they do it for TwitchCon San Diego. At least I think they didn't do it for TwitchCon Europe. Let's see who we can raid. In my following list. Let's see the fish. No, wait, no. Let's not do fish facts. Let's see who. Oh! Wait. Oh, Martin's not in this. Let's say hello to Cherryfire. Who is oh, never mind. Not allowed. We are unable to raid Cherryfire at this time.
Raids disabled?
Yep.
You know, that always baffles me when people disable the ability to get raided. Like, don't you want more viewers?
Yeah. But raid also sometimes raiding sometimes also has a little bit of a negative connotation to it. Sometimes.
How come?
Hate raids.
Ah. Well, yeah, but those, I don't think those are being done on Twitch. That's just being done by a bunch of punks in a Discord call.
Yep. Oh, I'm
yeah,
sending you over to someone who's playing. Who's currently doing a little bit of an. No, wait, never mind. That's almost over. So. Let's send you guys over to Reska. Wow, you're here at the very end of the stream. See you tomorrow at 7 for Halo.
Yep.
I'm sending you guys over to Reska Kyoso, who is currently doing some iRacing. Hey, no need to apologize. Cool. Anyway, stream is about to end. So, bye bye.
See ya.